The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 10th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Play their fantasy pick'em for a chance to win 100 times the money you enter, whether it's an NBA, NHL, college basketball. They have much, much more. Sign up today using the promo code SGPN to get 100% deposit match. We're also brought to you by Champs. Run your own March Madness pool and enter Champs free bracket contest for a chance to win $1,000. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs to enter today. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Brock Purdy from Iowa State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 10th. Oh yeah. Whew. Whew. I just feel like I've been, in the tornado for hours and hours.
A Saturday.
Unbelievable. I'm doing more, and because it's March, I'm doing more guest spots, so it just seems like relentless. Not that I'm bitching. I love March, and I had a decent day today, and we're gonna talk all about it, folks. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swigget, Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Folks, youtube.com/the college experience. Hit that. Hop on over there. Watch the show. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Shout out to Michael Barber giving us $2 saying shout out to the homies that cleaned up today. Yes, today was all over the place. All over the place. It was great. It was just a fun day of hoops. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Fucking roller coaster of a day. It's gonna look like more of a push for me today, pending Hawaii and San Fran. But what a day!
Nice job chasing the dragon, though.
I did chase the dragon because I got down in that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock window that kicked my ass. That we'll talk about. Woo! But hey, let's go.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah. I had some great plays. I had some awful plays. I had some what the fuck plays. It was a fun day. To come out on top is all you can wish for. And it started with the bang when the Georgetown Hoyas double lock covered. This is a close game. And they're saying Patino's in the tournament. See it? He's going to get that star treatment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. If James Madison loses in the Sun Belt Championship, JMU should be in over St. John's. And I've defended St. John's at all costs.
Be in the States.
Yes, that's exactly. It's a perfect one there. Still, St. John's wins by 8. we're a couple of fucking geniuses because I bet we're the only people in America that were betting on fucking Georgetown. Shout out to 357 for giving us $5. And oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that one because that was the worst play of the day for me.
No, there was another one. There was another one late in the night. Cal Baptist.
Oh yeah, they just didn't show up. They just, didn't show up today. Your thoughts on Georgetown? So Georgetown, the Cooley year one season. Well, obviously they still have the Big East tournament, but regular season ends at 9-22.
Yeah.
St. John's at 19-12. Kind of what we thought, right? I mean, I thought they would be a game or two better, but
they gave a couple games away too. I mean, they remember how many leads they blew this year?
Oh my God. Tell me about it, dude. They had a double-digit lead and probably like 7 losses. Yeah. How about Brown beating Yale? The Brown guys got it done 84-81. We were on Brown, didn't bet this, but we still hit because we're fucking geniuses.
Sharps.
And then don't you love it when a plan comes together? Arkansas covers the big number against Bama. Arkansas should have won this game. I thought there was a point at around 2 minutes and 2 seconds where Arkansas had a dunk that I thought, thought there was a goaltend / foul. They let that go. No, actually, it was less than 2:10. It was because the next possession, Arkansas or Alabama hit the 3 that sent it to overtime.
Did you end up betting this?
I did. End up springing a little bit on the Razorbacks. Now, was not a normal bet. Like normally I'd throw it down $100, and to tell you the truth, I didn't really remember betting Arkansas, but I did get a nice $50 on the Razorbacks that I don't recall. I think maybe when I was with Sean and Ryan doing the show, I think we might have talked ourselves into betting Arkansas pregame or after the episode, but I didn't think I did, but I did. Did you?
I did, but only because of what you talked me into last night. I woke up and the more I thought about it, I'm like, man, is Alabama? Well, I could have saw Alabama covering, yes, but I also was like, Arkansas's been playing better. I could also see Alabama losing the game outright. So you're giving me 15 points in a game that I think that they actually could lose. Yes, they could win by 30 because it's Alabama. They can make 73s. But yeah, you talked me into this one, so thank you. I did end up betting Arkansas.
Well, yeah. I mean, if for telling the truth, I didn't know that I did until it. I place a lot of bets. I mean, I keep the page constantly up. Like my online page stays up, and since I'm in California, it's kind of like, going through somebody. So, I didn't know that I had bet that on the morning show even this morning. Monmouth drilled Campbell. I was on the right side of that. I almost bet this, man.
Yeah.
I almost bet this. Oh, I'm telling you, I just needed a tiny push and I was there. We battled with Memphis and Florida Atlantic, and I'll give you credit because on the show last night, we called it at 7.5. So you actually would have hit. I got it at 8 though. So I ended up pushing. But that's still a win for you because on the show last night, it was 7.5. I'm fairly certain it was 7.5.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that game?
And they were the right side. I mean, they controlled the game in my opinion. Their guards, they're playing. That place was fucking rocking. I mean, they had Antonio Brown there. They had Chris Carter there. Boca Raton was lit this morning. I was like,
the old folks home.
Dude, fuck Florida, fuck Florida State. It's fucking come on down to FAU. And honestly, let's end the Memphis at large talk now.
Oh.
They need to win the tournament. That was my main thing. Is I wanted to fade Memphis after that announcer last week, where he's like,
that announcer drove me fucking crazy.
I was like, I get that this is a nice comeback against UAB, but they were down 20-4 too. So like it goes both ways.
Yeah. Ate shit on Lemoyne, and I felt like this was the right side, man. Did you watch this? I watched a little bit of this. They were up at double digits early.
They collapsed the last 2-3 minutes.
That was a tough one there as it did not hit.
I loved having some more mid-majors in the noon slate. We're used to only getting the high majors.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Mid-majors, stack up on the noon slate because there's only like 5 games. Don't load up at that fucking 4 o'clock slot Eastern, 1 o'clock your time.
Yeah, another one that I'm mad that I didn't bet because I think I even like said, Terrell, should we bet this? Like I felt that, if you say that, it means you're ready to pull the trigger. But I didn't. And this game was awesome. Longwood 80, High Point 79. Why did I not bet this?
I bet High Point, so I ate shit. But they had a 15-point lead with 8 minutes. They fucking choked. Dude,
they did. Well, actually getting the big man to foul out was huge.
Bodo, yeah.
Yeah, getting the big man to foul out was a big point in the game, I thought.
That was a choke job and a half, man. They're going to be kicking themselves not being able to get over the hump with that team in that environment.
And now that's hilarious. Your campus still hosts the rest.
Yeah.
No one's going to be at that shit.
By the way, did you know that the NIT isn't allowing automatic bids?
Yeah. Yeah. I find it. I mean, dude, I did a tweet about this when they broke this news. This is what I'm saying. Like, no, look, behind the scenes, folks, like me and Noah have argued some because I think he thinks like the sport is not drastically changed by this Big Ten and SEC thing. I think like the way I think we're on like, Rome is burning. Rome is fucking burning in my opinion. And, Sankey wants to do this thing. There's a chance they might, I know a lot of people think they're going to have this break off. I'm so out on the break off, man. Like I know this is my job and I want to, but I love the history of college football and college basketball. And I just think you're seeing it. He wants to get 96 teams and he wants fucking Missouri in the NCAA tournament, over Indiana State. I think we're at a critical point and it's tricky because with gambling, the numbers will still stay up. I feel like I try to say to me, I'm like, don't watch the SEC or Big Ten, but I end up watching because I have 30 fucking TVs because there's money on it.
Yeah.
I try to not give them the TV rating. I try to make sure I give it to the ACC or the Big 12, but it's just, I can't. I cover the fucking sport. It's impossible to do, but I think it's a scary time moving forward.
Either. Yeah, but you're right. You're right.
When you let TV execs rule everything, see, for years, college basketball and college football, it worked without TV, right? But all of a sudden in the I'd really say the 80s is when when cable TV took over, is when it started to get bought up, and then they got used to that paycheck, and then slowly TV execs became in charge of the sport, which is never good for any sport. If you're letting corporations and shit and that's a terrifying thing because I don't think they ever have the best interest of the sport.
No, they just want more money and $40 asks what's the new rule. So in the past, a team like High Point, a team like Eastern Kentucky, you're the best team in your league. You've done your job for 5 months that we've done the show every night. High Point was the best team. They're 25-7. They had a bad last 8 minutes. You're not going to make the NCAA tournament. And I agree with that. You don't have the resume for it, but your reward was going to the NIT and you would have a chance to play in that tournament and have a chance to play Madison Square Garden for the Final Four. It's still on national TV, or I think it's in Vegas now. Now they even got rid of that because they want more high major teams in the NIT to drive ratings. So you got teams that have won their leagues, been the best team for 5 months, can't even get in the NIT now, which is a clown show.
Dude, I mean, a lot of people make fun of the Pac-12, and I understand they should be made fun of. Larry Scott, $50,000 a night rooms in Vegas, and the Utah. It came out now that the Utah athletic director or school president was like, we're gonna get a $55 million TV deal or something like that. When they were getting like 33 is what. So to be that far off in your projections, they deserve the crumbling. But that shit is sad. That shit was there for 130 years, and TV execs said, "No, let's move these chess pieces. Fuck this league." Now it was poorly ran, and poorly ran businesses don't normally tend to last long, but it had been there 130 years. and TV execs did detonate that fucking thing. Yes, it was poorly ran, but they still detonated that thing. They didn't have to do that, and they did. And I don't know that college sports is better because of that. I tend to think the other way. Anyway,
the ACC is going to be the next one.
I know it's only on borrowed time.
Yeah,
that's look. I would love to see the ACC, Big 12, Pac-2, whatever the fuck, and all the mid majors band together. This won't happen, but I would like to see them band together and say, "Fuck you, SEC and Big 10. You know what? Go form your own football league. Go form your own basketball league. Right? We will do our NCAA tournament with all these teams that makes a shit ton of money. We will do our own our own playoffs, right? And we'll go from there. Because I actually think but just say we're never going to schedule you. We will never schedule you. And I understand like Texas is going to draw a huge number still, and they play Alabama or whatever. It would be a huge game. But I do think the NCAA tournament over time, that revenue, because I don't think the SEC and Big 10 have enough good basketball schools to do that. And football, yes, but I still think over time you could gain momentum on that, because the sport changes. A lot of people don't realize that the sport fucking changes. I remember times where, in the 90s when the SEC was not the best football conference. You know what I mean? Shit changes.
Real quick. We know the joke with the Big 10 about not being able to win a national championship for what? Since the 90s or 2000 with Sparty? What's the last time the SEC won a national championship? Was it Kentucky right? In 2012?
Yeah, I think so, right?
So the SEC and Big 10, like you said, you're talking about we could do the tournament without them. The tournament would be just fine without the rest. It's not like they've been winning games.
That's all. See, the only thing college would need to do is get organized. Yeah. Like to me, if I was the head of the ACC, if I was the head of the Big 12, Brett Yormark or something, I would call these other conferences and say, we need to meet. Fuck them. All right. Yeah. And we can form, we have a lot of the big brands in college basketball, and we can recapture that in football. It was not that long ago where Miami, Florida State, obviously Clemson's done great, but it wasn't that long ago. Miami, Florida State, and other schools were powers. You know what I mean? That are still out there. Colorado was great in the 90s. So I mean, shit can change. I don't know, but this won't happen.
I just find it fascinating that, and you go even further back, last 15 years, the SEC's got one national title.
Yeah.
Big 10 hasn't had one in 25 years almost.
Let's call a spade a spade. The Big 10, in my opinion, as a basketball conference, I think it sucks this year. Yeah, I think it sucks. I think the SEC is good this year, but I'm saying I think the Big 10, I don't think it's anything special at all in basketball. So, anyway, next up, shout out to Longwood for that win, by the way. Samford took down Mercer, covered. Nice call. I didn't bet this, but I took Mercer in the points. I did bet this. The Billikens. The only problem is I didn't bet on the money line. St. Louis 73, the Bonnie 65. Your thoughts? Did you bet this?
I did not. But yeah, good hit for you.
And then I think this was maybe our best play of the day. I was on a radio show this morning. They asked me it's tough to say.
Georgia Southern.
What is the most confident game? I think on the show last night I might have said Wake Forest. I told that to somebody. But I said this morning, Georgia Southern is going to give Appalachian State all they can handle. And I think App might still win, but it's a terrifying game for App State fans. Well, wow. Spot on. 13 points, whatever the fuck we were getting. App needed overtime, 85-80 in overtime. Whew. What a fucking close call, man. This is what happens, man. When you have a rivalry game, when you have obviously Georgia Southern has gotten better as the season's gone along, but when you have a rivalry game, that I was all over this, man, and I feel like most of the people don't realize that that's a rivalry. I know we both were. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, and I mean they should have won. They got to be sick to their stomach. They gave that game up at the end, and a rivalry game.
That guy Moore.
Oh God, what do you have?
Scored
40?
like 38 points. Yeah.
But you got to give App State credit. They played like dog shit in a rivalry game and still found a way to win. That's impressive in my opinion, because I know the average fan is probably like, oh my God, App State, you're fucking 25-5. You should kill this team. Not when all the pressure in the world's on you. That's not easy to do. And in a rivalry,
they're not used to having the pressure. And the rivalry aspect. You look at Georgia Southern, you say, man, it's a real thing. That rivalry is real. And you're Georgia Southern, you're licking your chops. You say, hey, we get a chance. We almost beat these guys twice in the regular season. We're gonna fuck with these guys. Awesome game, awesome hit. I ended up betting St. Joe's. If you listen to the morning show and decided to go in on St. Joe's, they won 89-71 against Davidson. Davidson's been asked this year, man. I don't know. What's your thoughts on McKillop Jr. there?
Underwhelming to say the least.
I think next year might be a big year for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt just because he is a McKillop. But I mean, pulling up last year was underwhelming. But this year has been underwhelming as well. I mean, they have not been good this year. Matt McKillop is.
What do you mean? Is what?
I'm trying to pull up his record. It's fucking low.
Yeah. Like in 2 years, you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, he's 31-30. I mean, this is a good program, and 13-21 in the A10. 13-21 in the A10. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my computer was freezing. Blue
no,
screen.
You're good. You're good. I'm naturally slow tonight. So, man, we lost on the Flamin' Libs though.
Yeah,
we lost on the Flamin' Libs. These fucking bastards. Can they just make a free throw when it matters? I feel like that's been an issue for them all year.
They got a bunch of staples. How can you not make free throws when you're stapled?
So I'm saying, I thought it went hand in hand.
Yeah,
the five's logic.
Give and take.
Yeah. And I see Seaver cashed on the Isaiah Stevens point total that I gave out. So I also lost money here. Fordham. We locked Fordham.
God, this was a terrible play.
They only scored 50 points at home against Rhode Island. What?
They didn't even lead. I was like, all right, hey, they're gonna go on a run. No.
Yeah.
Fucking
and I'm so pissed that I didn't bet this game because I feel like you talked me off it, but without knowing that I was thinking about betting it. Texas beats the shit out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Texas is just a better roster, man. Even with Rodney Terry, like Porter Moser is a better coach than Rodney Terry, but Texas roster is just way better.
I just like fading them as a favorite. Usually they're such an easy fade when they're favored.
Dude, I was thinking about this watching the game. I'm like, Texas should be in the Elite Eight this year. Like that roster should be Elite Eight.
Yeah, well,
caliber
it's
at least. Yeah.
Yeah, they had. If you're a 2 seed and you draw them in your 7-10 matchup, I would not want to play that fucking team.
Yeah,
because their resume is not that good because the Sioux's not there. And let's call it like what it is. If they had the Sioux in the Elite Eight against Miami, they beat Miami. I mean,
they should have beat Miami anyway. But yes,
layup after layup. The Sioux was their rim protector, and I thought they could have gave UConn a game last year. And Texas,
they shit the bed. They shit the bed last year.
Shit the bed so bad. Well, they shit the bed when their coach choked his fucking girlfriend. I mean,
all charges drop.
Yeah,
all charges drop.
Yeah,
never happened.
Yeah,
never happened.
Dust up.
Yeah, don't worry. She was just drunk. Been there before.
Yeah, that was one of the worst. That was one of the biggest choke jobs in the NCAA tournament game. I'm like, are they really going to get this?
I thought they were a lot better than the field. I'll say. Didn't bet this, but we did pick different sides here. You hit Niagara did cover, but Marist did win, baby. The Red Foxes continue their dominance at home, but nice call. And then St. Peter's got drilled by Quinnipiac by 15. Ate shit here.
Quinnipiac wins it outright. Hey, cheers to all the people that give it a shit. You guys win today.
Yeah. Down the stretch. down the stretch, you got it done. I mean, we still faded you for that week. Felt good about fading you. And at the end of the day, you get to say, hey, Dundee Mac, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Cincinnati 92, West Virginia 56. We don't have to talk about it.
Oh God, I barely. I mean, I watched it, but it was on mute. I was not engaged in this game. It was take it up the ass, go to Kansas City, and we play Cincinnati again on Tuesday in the playing game. So hopefully we can keep it within 36 on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Shout out to myself for having the discipline not to tell everybody to bet West Virginia. So everybody, you're welcome.
That's true. I
You
will
should
shout
have bet
that
Cincinnati
out.
when
That takes a lot. I didn't do that with ECU.
Yeah.
I flew solo on this because you thought the line stunk. I cashed Cornell -5 against this bullshit Columbia team, or 5.5, whatever the hell it was. They won by 22. Big red, baby.
Big red, baby.
And then Duquesne barely beats George Washington, but they do. They stay hot.
I almost locked Duquesne. Thank God.
And someone in the chat was making fun of our main play. And I told myself, oh, we'll wait and see what happens when Maine wins.
I feel good about this game.
Well, they lost by 26.
Dude, all the dogs were barking in America East. How does the one dog that actually is decent fucking get killed?
Bryant fucked them up. Bryant has a tendency to do that, though. Who did Bryant catch? Was it Charleston? They beat Charleston this year.
FAU.
They
beat FAU.
Or FAU. That's what it was. That's what it was. FAU.
Yeah.
They're a fucking strange team, man. One of the bigger upsets of the day. The Vacuum Company gets it done against Central Connecticut State. Yes, I did take the Vacuum Company. Your thoughts on this one?
I ate shit. I started buying in. I said they got their hiccup out of the way. Nah, they're not the real Blue Devils. They're eliminated. Dude, the Wagner is going to the title game as a 6 seed. So shout out to the Vacuum Company.
Yes, let's go. We were sharp as fuck. I do think we gave this away as one of our top plays. I don't remember. You know, the worst part about doing more and more shows, I don't remember which platform I said what.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there saying, yeah, I got full on cloud brain, dude. I mean, I did the grid. I did a radio show, Sports Grid, 3 different interviews, VSiN interviews, right? And I'm sitting there today and being like, I don't even remember what the fuck ones I talked. Like, which show did they asked me on games, but I'm like, which one? I want to say, hey, I nailed this one. Right. I want to, text them the host that I was on. And I'm like, I don't even fucking remember which one I fucking was on. I mean, it's not like I changed my pick. Yeah. I'm just saying they only ask you a select couple games. And I'm like, wait, somebody asked me this game and I said, this was a lock, but I don't know if it was their show. I don't know if it was the radio show. I don't know if it was the 4 other TV spots I did. I said this somewhere that the Texas A&M play was one of the stronger plays of the day, and they got it done by 26 against Ole Miss.
How bad's
Let's
Ole
go,
Miss?
dude. This was a great play. Dude, they almost lost to Detroit Mercy. Yeah. And the shelves are not crooked. They're fucking not crooked.
The camera's crooked.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is. Your thoughts on A&M's domination?
Honestly, I barely watched it because I was finishing up the noon games, and then I went to go. Because YouTube TV, and I know you're dealing with it right now, being at home. YouTube TV is weird about the selections they give you. And
yeah, what the fuck are they doing with that?
Those regional games are all fucked up. Fox and CBS, they give you only a select games to pair it with because they want it paired with certain networks. So I didn't really get many eyes on it. I threw it on the laptop for a little bit, but it was already fucking 25-8 when I threw it on. And so I don't know how they got the lead, but the buzzsaw might go on a run here in the SEC tournament. This would be such a buzzsaw random rally to
This
true.
would.
Yeah. So they're playing good now.
One of the best games of the day, in my opinion. Lost on this one. Creighton and Villanova. Thank you for this one. I mean, Nova, came back from down 26 was it? Yeah, Nova's done, right? They gotta win
10 minutes.
They gotta win. They get DePaul. That's not gonna move the meter. They gotta win two or three. What a game! This was a fun game, dude. Trey Alexander hits the game winner. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a game. They come all the way back. I thought, hey man, they're gonna find a way to grind this out. You gotta give Creighton credit, man. They were ready to go up 25, blow the lead, still find a way to win the game. But Villanova, missed opportunity week for them. They lose at Seton Hall. Now you lose to Creighton.
Had to get one of those.
One of those,
yeah.
And you're in. Everybody, the computers love you, but you got to win fucking ball games. And I know it's only year number 2, and a lot of people say Kyle Neptune should be fired. I don't agree with that. 17-14, 10-10 in Big East play.
Give him a 30.
But this year has been disappointing. I think we can all agree on that.
It's tough to come in after you have a fucking legend there, man.
Agreed, 100%.
Like, I mean, John Shire hasn't lit it up at Duke by any means.
No,
you know what I mean?
Like ACC tourney, so that bought him some time. But
yeah,
they've been underwhelming themselves. I mean, they were preseason number 1 or number 2 this year, I think.
Yeah, Zach's asking where's Noah. We don't know.
We don't know where Beanick is. He might be dead.
It's just he's off the reservation. Yeah, shout out to Creighton. I ate shit there. Also ate shit on Virginia Tech. This is my bad. I think I talked you into this one.
They played with their fucking food. They were up fucking 12. They had a chance to put their fucking foot on their throat, and they didn't. Yeah, I saw a little bit of this game.
They still got the dub, and then we did double lock George Mason as they beat the piss out of Richmond, held them to 46 points.
They fucked them up.
Let's go. Tony Skinn, the Patriots, doing the damn thing. And then I got to give you shit for this one. I was not going to bet Mississippi State.
Oh,
and you talked me into Mississippi State. You sold me this bag of shit when I knew South Carolina's veteran-ass team. See, the problem with Ole Miss, South Carolina played away games in the past 2 weeks against Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and A&M, and they won all 3, right? All 3 of those teams are similar to me because they're all at times extremely offensive challenged. South Carolina has guys that can make shots when there's a drought. That's the difference on them winning these fucking games. I mean, because these aren't blowouts. These are close games.
Yeah.
But South Carolina's got a guy that's reliable. 2 guys, actually, in my opinion, that are reliable when you need a bucket. And when I think of A&M, when I think of Mississippi State, when I think of Ole Miss, they don't have that.
I agree. Yeah. And Mississippi State did a great job to get it even to overtime. I don't think they're going to make the tournament, man.
No.
They've blown some
but in the new Sankey NCAA tournament when he changes this shit's inevitable. This is if people think like this is up for debate, it's gonna happen. It just matters when. But yeah, South Carolina finishes their season 25-6, man. Incredible. And with Bama winning, what are they? The 3 seed, I think South Carolina is because Bama won.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Which, man, I thought Bama should have. There's telling you, watch that.
Yeah, Bama's got some kinks. Bama's got a
lot
of kinks. It's called fucking defense. They can guard you and I. They fucking don't guard anybody.
Towson got it done for us today by a 0.5 point. If you bet William and Mary, you're fucking irate because this game had no business covering. William and Mary was in this thing.
Oh, they were up. They were up double digits.
So I'm saying, someone tagged me on Twitter and saying I'm sweating out William and Mary. And I'm like, oh, when I watched that end, I was like, you poor bastard. You fucking poor bastard.
They Bill and Mary played well down the stretch. Rest in peace, Bill and Mary. Good season.
Yeah. Lock battle win for you here. East Tennessee State beats Greensboro. But here's the thing. Lock battle win as far as future. I did bet East Tennessee State plus 7.5. All right.
Dude, ETSU. That was impressive.
Dude, when I load up this morning, remember we didn't have the line on this last night. When I loaded up this morning, I see 7.5. I'm like, what in the fuck is this? Give me East Tennessee State plus 7.5. So it helps me a little bit because I had a future on Greensboro. I know that's a crazy thing. I was trying to middle the two. Yeah, I kind of listened to you on this one because I thought that line made no sense. East Tennessee State had just beaten them in the past week. 7.5. Who the fuck's making these lines? Your thoughts on this game?
Oh, that was a classic 2-7 matchup. Hey, let's throw a 7.5 number out there.
And the SoCon's back, by the way. The SoCon's back. The
SoCon was so back tonight. I mean, that Furman game was unreal.
Yeah, unbelievable. Another future of mine went burning to the ground today. Didn't bet this game, but god damn it, my future on Gardner Webb's cooked, and they had their fucking chances, man.
Oh, they should have won.
They had their chances. It's one. I know Pember had a triple double. What a Big South. This might be the best year I've ever seen the Big South tournament, by the way. Every game is a fucking classic.
Yeah.
Have they whiffed on one game? I feel like every single Big South game has been a fucking classic.
I guess High Point and Radford was the biggest blowout, and that was a
wild ass game.
A blown 15-point lead. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, every game's fucking crazy, and the final tomorrow is going to be crazy too now. Woo.
Yeah. Stephen F. Austin drills Utah Tech, and then the stink rose today. Tulsa 76, South Florida 70.
Dude,
you blocked this. I'll give you credit. I stayed away.
I did, but I can't take too much. I've been eating shit on South Florida for like 3 weeks, but it was a good win for me. Their fans showed up for this game. I was surprised. I thought it would be a sleepy spot. No, it kind of was loud in there, and they got it done again. I thought their crowd kind of helped them in the second half.
Dude, when I was watching this, was in the second half, and South Florida had like a 6 or 7 point lead.
Yeah. Yep.
I still knew that it was like right around that number, though. And I was like, South Florida's going to win by 2. I did not think Tulsa would actually end up winning the game.
Shout out too.
Yeah. Shout out to Mandelbaum. 205 says the way y'all cover college basketball. That's why I love this show. Thank you, man. Well, we love college basketball, and and we appreciate you tuning in. Everyone, even the people that talk shit. I got very fortunate to cover this game. I had Louisiana Tech minus 13.5 double lock. Wait, you didn't come aboard, did you?
I should have. I was kicking myself. Good call.
Good call, but it was dicey for a while. Yeah. It was like, I mean, La Tech was always in control, but it was like 8 to 10 points. The Bulldogs cash. Probably. I don't know if that was the right number. Like, I don't know if that was the right side. I mean, like, cause it was between 8 and 10 majority of the game, as opposed to where I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be like 20. Jason Jones says, "Do you usually bet the same amount on all your games? Love the show." You know, Jason, I try to. It just never works out that way.
Sometimes alcohol influences it too.
I normally have a thing where I throw $100 a game. Every once in a while, if I feel less about it, I'll throw 50. If it's a total, I normally throw 50 because I don't normally love totals. And then obviously, if I love games, if I love a team, sometimes I get stupid. See, the Exhibit A would be the Pacific Pepperdine game from 2 or 3 nights ago, whatever the fuck that was.
Sometimes you can reach a little 4-digit action, baby. Those games aren't fun to watch when you got that much on it. Like you get so fucking pissed off every play.
Yeah, 100%. So look, I felt lucky to hit La Tech. I felt unlucky to not hit Jacksonville State that lost by 0.5 point. This should have hit. This was the right side.
Yeah,
we got fucked on this one. We got fucked on this one. Yeah. Shout out to Sam Houston State, still winning even when they don't need to. Glad I didn't bet Binghamton, the golf course, because New Hampshire beat the shit out of them. And then Vermont asleep at the wheel.
They should have lost. They should have fucking lost. God.
Albany was 2-10 in their last 12 games.
Them and Lowell were asleep at the fucking wheel, but Bryant, of course, was ready. What the fuck?
Shout out to biggest scumbag APB out on Noah. Last seen rating food at a stadium. rating pretzels.
Who knows what the fuck Phoenix doing? He's fucking. I don't even know where. I can't even guess where the fuck the guy's at.
Yeah, he is not even telling. See, that's what I'm saying. He goes to the beat of his own drum. All right. The Retrievers did cover for us against Lowell. They should have fucking won the game. Good. This was a great watch. This was a fun watch for, I know it was a crazy Saturday at big time games down the stretch. This was a fun watch. Lowell survives. Jackson State survived. I knew we should have bet Mississippi Valley State. Jackson State won by 1. I knew these in-state games, they mean something. I tried to bring you and Noah aboard. I didn't bet it because none of you fucks wanted to go in on it.
Was Noah here last night?
He was here last night for a little bit, I think.
I don't remember. Shows maybe where I was at that point in the show.
You had a lock battle win here because Louisiana got fucked up by Arkansas State.
Dude, Arkansas State might fuck around and win this tourney, man.
Horrible pick by me.
They're good.
Where the hell's this shit coming from? I don't trust these Arkansas schools. I know NC Nick's been riding them. I still don't trust these Arkansas schools. I know.
They play App State tomorrow. Here we go.
It's true. It's true. 2 times in 10 days. We'll see. Alcorn State. Did they cover? I think they didn't. They did cover by 0.5 point against Pine Bluff. Shout out to Alcorn. And then we both took Northern Iowa. Indiana State. I'm okay with this one. It was not the right side, but I'm saying I like this Indiana State team. It sucks to lose money, but I want to see them dancing. Now, if they lose tomorrow, I'll be super pissed about this game. All right.
Were you shocked that they got beat the way they did?
Yes.
Northern Iowa. I was shocked. I thought this was the classic Missouri Valley semifinal, like the other game we're going to talk about.
Yes, that game was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 21 points, getting it done. And did you catch the ending of Canisius and Manhattan by chance?
I saw the highlight. Canisius won, right?
On a half-court 3 at the buzzer.
Yeah, yes. I saw it.
And to tell you the truth, I think he traveled. I mean, I didn't have any action on this game, but you watch the highlight, you're like, he took steps. He took steps. Yeah, but even worse, he travels, then buries a half-court game winner, and poor old Manhattan loses at the buzzer.
I'll tell you what, Manhattan's a team in the tourney we may want to look at because they've actually been competitive the more and more they've played under first-year head coach Gallagher. Yeah, that's fair. Utah Valley took care of Abilene Christian. I didn't bet this. Did you bet this? I know you've been riding Valley a lot lately. Nice. Valley's good.
Yeah. Of course, I laid 1.5 with Bethune-Cookman, and they only won by 1. Fuck you, Bethune. I hit a rough patch right here. There's a few games there.
And I hit it right here.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? I can't win a game right now.
Colorado State, of course, doesn't cover by 0.5 point.
Yeah, give Belay.
Appreciate that.
Fucking
appreciate
pussy.
that. Also, I took Mount St. Mary's, and Fairfield, the greatest team in Connecticut, goes into Emmitsburg and gets the dub. 8 shit there, and then obviously ECU.
Right side though.
Yeah,
Mount St. Mary's was up fucking like 15 at half or 18 at half.
Dude, ECU.
I hate ECU.
I'm not on board with the short tire. I'm really not, because I can't. It's hard to watch a team that offensively challenged. This game, the 10 points were deceiving. This was a 2-point game with maybe a 4-point game with a minute left, and ECU 2 straight possessions. One of the things that drives me crazy is like, guy dribbles to the wing, jumps towards like out of bounds, and has no real plan what to do with the ball. But he tries to throw it back to the guard. And of course, Charlotte picks it off, being a good defensive team that they are. And then the very next possession on the other side of the court, they do the same fucking thing. I can't tell you how annoying that is as a ECU fan. What are we doing here? And that's on Schwartz, man. There's no structure to this fucking offense. It's like watching a bunch of fucking idiots just roll around. There's no structure. There's no structure on the defensively. Yeah, okay, we play good defense. All right, at times we play really good defense, but it's just annoying to watch. I don't like watching it. I'd rather. I actually liked the brand of ball we were playing with. Why am I struggling with the previous coach's name right now? But I liked the brand of ball, even though we would get fucked up sometimes. At least
Dooley,
we were. Yes,
Dooley from,
Dooley.
KU.
Yeah, he's now at Kansas as an assistant. I like the style of ball we played over there better than the style of ball we play now. If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
So I ate shit on all those plays, and you tried to bring me into the muck with Miami. Glad I didn't listen because Florida State won by 8 against Miami. Your thoughts?
If you can't win this game, I don't know what game you're going to win.
Dude, this game was the hardest game to pick. They asked me this on one of the shows today. What's your lean? I was like, I got no fucking lean. All right. I'm going to go. Both teams seem like they don't give a shit about basketball right now. Yeah. Both teams have been completely unpredictable. There's no one going to these fucking games. So I feel like I don't care. All of that makes me not care. I still said Miami plus the points after all that, but I didn't bet this game.
I mean, yeah, because Miami had lost 7 in a row. They got all their guys back. It's like, you guys can't get up for the Florida State game. Florida State sucks too. Yeah. Like, come on, Miami. God, they have been such a disappointment this year.
They really have. They really have. And Florida State too. I kind of thought Florida State might be better after what I got the gate. I was like, hey, they might be better. So we both locked up Kansas plus 7.5.
Worst play of the day, man.
The first time they've scored less than 50 points since the year 2000. Put some respect on the AAC. All right, with my East Carolina Pirates.
I don't know if you know that they're not in.
Put some respect on that. No, but like fucking the past 2 years, everyone says Houston doesn't play anybody. Houston doesn't play anybody. They enter the Big 12 and they fucking dominate. All right, they dominate. I know you could say UCF and Cincy did not dominate, but they kind of did the same that they did. Maybe not.
They held their own.
Yeah, they held their own a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Disrespect ECU.
But I think you're getting the argument twisted. The argument is they weren't ready in March because they went through the motions and they dominated. I think iron sharpens iron. I think Houston's as ready this year. And by the way, I think Houston's way better than they have been because of Cryer. I think the Cryer element, they don't go through those droughts offensively like they have.
I mean, they were in the Final Four 2 years ago, though. So I mean, it's
I
not
know.
Yeah,
like, But they still. Then I felt like they went through some droughts. They just fucking bully the shit out of you. Now they bully the shit out of you, and they can score. So, dude, I tip my cap. Houston came in the best league in America, and they fucking won it, and they won it convincingly. They killed everybody in that building. And they found a way to win every hard road game because every road game was a coin flip.
I would love to see Kelvin Sampson win the national championship.
Me too. And I looked back. He only won it one time at Oklahoma because I was like, did Kelvin Sampson run the Big 12 when he was here? No, it was one time. So I was like, this was an unbelievable coaching job this year for him to.
I want him to win a championship. I don't care if he's at Houston. I want him to get a championship before he retires, wherever the fuck he's at.
Hey, by the way, on the other side, Kansas may have just got the biggest blessing in disguise if Dickinson can't play. That guy sucks. That guy sucks.
He's a cancer. Beanick's been saying he's a cancer to the team.
Yeah. Hey, Beanick's saying the Big 12's not that good? Oh, well, timeout. Kansas has been winning Big 12s for years and years and years, and then they go pay $2 million for this fucking bum, and they're in the middle of the pack. This guy's a bum.
Yeah.
Did you see him on that one possession miss 3 straight layups?
Yeah.
Layups.
Yeah.
You're 7 feet. You can't make a layup? He was so scared today. Houston punked his ass. I know I ate shit on this bet. But hey, I was glad to see Kansas.
I ate shit, dude. I took it too. I was like, anytime you get Kansas plus 7.5 or 8, you got to take it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, everybody was calling us crazy for taking Kansas at the Fog when they blew out Houston by 20. So,
I mean, I'll be honest. I took Kansas on the money line too. I had 2 separate bets.
I thought it was maybe a get up spot. They're playing for a double bye. What it also tells me, this Kansas team, unless they get a miracle draw and a bunch of upsets happen, they're not going anywhere. I agree. All year looked questionable to me. Now I still took it, so I'm a fucking idiot. But I'm saying all year they haven't looked as good of a Kansas. They're still a good basketball team, but they just haven't looked like normal Kansas. I want to counter Rob's point real quick about Kansas and Baylor. Kansas has wins. This is the other thing. Kansas, I know I'm bashing Kansas. UConn won the Big East. Kansas beat them, and they had Klingon. Tennessee won the SEC. Kansas beat them. Kansas also beat Kentucky. I think it tells you how good the Big 12 is top to bottom, that Kansas has come into the league and just got their fucking teeth kicked in for their standards when they have the best non-con resume in the country outside of Purdue. The Big 12 with these newcomers, and then they get these new guys coming in. This fucking league's hard, man.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, if Arizona State can just lock down a pretty good hire.
Oh,
like I know Utah and Colorado aren't, so to speak, basketball powerhouses. Well, Utah, I mean, obviously went to the national championship not that long ago, but both have great home environments, which kind of fits the Big 12's MO. And then obviously Arizona's Arizona. If Arizona State can just make the right hire, which I've been asking for about 30 fucking years, they could be a power. And that, I just think that'd be a lot of fun to watch that conference. But yeah. And by the way, shout out to Tomorrow. How much do we got to pay for y'all to take a shot? He's giving us $5.
Take a shot of this.
Do I have anything to take?
No shot, but you got to chug there. Refreshing.
My shot glass is downstairs, but I will.
Here, I'll pour a shot. Hold on, give me a second. It's gonna be chilled.
Yeah, it was a great season for us.
It was.
I mean, it's still on, but I'm saying, like, I enjoy.
Houston's such a good fit, by the way, in the league. The more and more I watch them, they just like great coach, great fan base, physical.
That's what I mean. Shit changes. Anyone that thinks, like, I was arguing with some fucking guy with their projections on why like Big 12 and ACC are doomed, and maybe they are, but sport changes. Like, Houston played for a national championship in football in the late 70s against Joe Montana. They played for 2 national championships in basketball in the 80s. Then they were horrible for 20 fucking years, right? Shit changes, so you don't know. And football and basketball, it's never the same. So what might be powerful now, 5-10 years from now, it could be the opposite. Maybe the ACC is a power. Imagine if Virginia Tech, Miami, and Florida State all get rolling again. Like, if they can sustain this, you never know. All it takes is good coaching and
invest in some money. Coaching, facilities, NIL. That's my biggest takeaway. You take out Duke and Carolina, you flip on a fucking ACC game. That shit is boring. Those crowds suck.
Well, but that wasn't always there. That's what's crazy. Is like, I know Boston College was never in the ACC with crowds, but I do remember Boston College being like not horrible, but I remember it being packed. And you know what fucked up Boston College was the Patriots becoming awesome.
True, yeah.
And the Celtics are always good, so it's always been a distraction there in basketball, right? I feel like the Patriots getting awesome really fucking hurt, because I can remember, like, early 90s when the Patriots were complete ass, and BC football was actually like ranked and good, and the fan base was good. Shots. Let's go. Who the fuck got us that again? I don't know. No one knows how to hit that back button. I don't know how to do all that shit. But anyway, we're grateful. $5. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Let's go. This is where I did catch fire, though. I know I just rattled off like 6 games that I lost or whatever. This is where I caught fire. Tried to bring you into this. Airport not going to go to those white sands in New Mexico and get a dub.
I know.
New Mexico State 77, Airport 70. Boom, cash, Shola. Yeah, it was tomorrow. Shout out to Tomorrow. Thank you, Clark. Then better to be lucky than good. This game was flirting around this number though the whole time. So I don't want to say it was the right side, but it was just kind of right around there. LaSalle double lock covers against Loyola. Woo! Woo! This dude, I was watching this. It was like between 10 and probably between 9 and 14 the entire time down the stretch. He was sitting there like, Shout out to Loyola. Unbelievable season they capped off. From worst to first, Ramblers 23-8. I love it. I think college basketball is better when Loyola is good.
It's Regine, baby.
I love it. I love it when they're good. And then, I might have done a few interviews today or yesterday. Argued with some people on why Kentucky was going to win on the money line. Kentucky 85, Tennessee 81. Fuck the world. I played it with the points. I played it with the money line. Boom. Getting it done right there. I'll be honest. Kentucky's a fucking good team when they want to, man. When they want to, beat anybody in the nation, man.
Yeah, they can. They're entertaining, man.
If they could somehow, and I know Dillingham will never come back, but god damn is he fun to watch. He's a fucking stud. Reed Shepherd's a baller. Reeves is a baller. Dude, this team's fun to watch. I didn't grow up a Kentucky fan. Kind of didn't like them.
I hate Kentucky.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I hate the Blue Bloods, but they're fun. They are entertaining. They got to play some defense though. Now that we're going to head into this next month, I know they got all this talent, but
but holding Tennessee to 81 is better than what they normally do.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up
score 102 on them the first time or something.
Yeah, at Rupp. Yeah, they gave up 109 or whatever. So
whatever the fuck it was.
They got a little bit better. Can you win 6 in a row doing that though?
I don't know that they can. Well, another thing was this, man. If I'm watching that tape today, if I'm someone in the SEC tournament, or if I'm in a 15 seed or whatever, a fucking 13 seed taking them on in the first round. Did you see what happened when Tennessee pressed late?
Oh yeah, they completely shit the bed. The problem is, do you have the athletes that Tennessee has? If you're like a 15 seed, like you're talking about, I guess it would be a 15. But yeah, somebody that.
But all I think about was like Patino at Iona last year, and I was like, man, or St. Peter's did that to Purdue. Remember, St. Peter's did that to Purdue.
We could get a Kentucky St. John's.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Slick Rick drawing Kentucky
against his old? Oh, please give me all that shit.
Him and Calipari.
Yes.
They'll probably give us like Kentucky, Virginia, and we'll all want to fucking poke our eyes out.
What's crazy is some guy. I'm not going to name names because I want to go back on the show next week. But someone was like, "Hey, 90% of the money's on Kentucky." It's like I don't give a fuck. I believe Kentucky is like, dude, I've taken Kentucky on the road at a lot of spots this year. Took them at Florida. It cashed for me. Took them at the Jungle. It cashed for me. I know I've gotten burned on it. In Rupp a couple times. It's a fun team, man. It's a fun team. Like I wish I was like a fucking billionaire because I would pay money to see Rob Dillingham stay in college one more year. Yeah. I'd be like, dude, don't fucking do it. Stay one more year, man. You're still gonna be rich.
How good Shepherd?
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna get upset now that everybody's talking about that. Every time we do this with Kentucky, they get picked off. Who they play in the first round of the SEC tournament? They're gonna lose that game.
They could, but we're fucking geniuses because I felt strongly about Kentucky to win it outright. I also played, so I took Kentucky points, Kentucky money line. And then I did this. I stayed in the SEC and I took Vanderbilt points, Vanderbilt money line. Fuck you, world.
Florida.
We talked about this. We broke this down. Really. We thought this through last night. I was like, dude, they're going to cover this. And I was like, they can win this. They can win this.
That's why you can't trust Florida.
79-78. Vandy gets it done. I don't want to hear any fucking shit talkers. All right, I guess the Kentucky play was easy because you just think who's got the better athletes, but the Vanderbilt play, that's a fucking play. Grambling, of course, loses to Alabama State because the line stunk in double overtime. These fucking stinky Lions, man, unbelievable. We also Xavier pissed in our face today because Marquette won 86-80 against the Musketeers. We're going to keep recapping games. But folks, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. P2P social betting is a new way to bet. So hop on over there, bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes. Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets. Cut also handles the payment side of things, so you never have to chase anyone down in the streets. So what are you doing, folks? Download Cut today in the App Store or head over to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Pick whether your favorite player will have a higher or lower stat total in this week's game for a chance to win big. I know I touched on Isaiah Stevens a little while ago. We took the higher. That thing cashed tonight. You can win up to 100 times the amount of money you enter in a single night. You pick between 2 and 5 players to build a pick'em entry, and obviously your odds go up as the more players you pick. So what are you doing, folks? Sign up today with the promo code SGPN to get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as it's a pickup special. Visit UnderdogFantasy.com, find them in the App Store, and don't forget to register with the promo code SGPN to get your first deposit doubled up to $100. All right, we are back. And Cannabis Capper, by the way, folks, you gotta follow them. You got like he's writing these articles. He has been absolutely fucking on fire in Underdog Fantasy.
Cannabis?
Yes.
He's a beast.
Follow him on Twitter, but also check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com because Cannabis is doing fucking great work. He's a fucking savant. I'm just a drunken idiot. He's figuring shit out. He's deep in the matrix. He's writing shit like The Beautiful Mind. He's just writing algorithms on a fucking window. You know what I mean? His wife is looking at him like a fucking maniac, but he's like, honey, check the bank accounts. Check the bank accounts. Then she looks at the bank accounts and she goes, okay, you keep fucking writing on the windows. You keep writing on the windows. He's a fucking genius. It's that easy. It's that easy to say. All right. You got to accept. I watched that Oppenheimer shit. You got to accept when there's a fucking genius in the room. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Great. Yeah. Marquette did beat Xavier. Nice win for Marquette. Gutsy win for Marquette. I liked it.
Dude, we should have covered this. My God.
Yeah.
Fucking Xavier. They led and covered almost the entire game and sold at the end. This was the window that I could not win a game in.
Yeah. Tarleton took down Seattle. Didn't bet that game. Nice win for Tarleton. Nice bounce back for Tarleton.
Yeah.
I did bet this. I took Oregon State plus 8.5 points. And of course, Colorado won by 16. Is Colorado turning a corner?
You got to give them credit because they did what Utah did not. They survived the Oregon trip. They went 2-0. Utah did not. And that's why they're still in the bubble. They've actually put themselves in a position if they can. This is the problem is I didn't get the last game didn't end until right before. So what does the Pac-12 bracket even look like? Who do they draw?
I'm not even sure yet.
Colorado is the 3 seed. They're going to play Utah. Of course, they're going to play Utah. If they beat Utah and they can beat
they
Wazoo,
could lose that too, though.
I think if they get to the title,
I think they're
game,
better than Utah, though. I saw someone say today if they win the first game in the Pac-12, they think they're in. I don't know how though, because that resume is doesn't have a lot of meat on it. I say this as a Colorado fan
because Miami has sucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that was their big win. Like they won by 30, and it was like, damn.
Well, we also played the money line on Kansas State in Farmageddon. Hi, how are you? I felt good about this one. I told someone that. Yeah, Jerome Tang. Guy's got 9 lives. He's like a fucking cat. I got a feeling Kansas State's going to go dancing. Mark my words. I think Kansas State's going to end up dancing.
If they get to the title game of the Big 12, they can, because that means they will have beaten Texas, Iowa State again, and then Baylor or Kansas. That's fucking 3 top 15, top 20 wins. That could get them in, but they got to win some games.
That starts today with a top 10 win.
Oh,
that should just boom. Where are we at here? Oh, this is the fun part of the night, I think. Actually, wait a second. I might have skipped forward. No, let me rattle off. You tried to talk me into doing this. Luckily, I didn't place this bet. TCU loses to UCF. Big day for the AAC in the Big 12, buddy.
Dude.
Big fucking day with Cincy putting it on your boys, with Houston putting it on Kansas
this year.
and UCF going to Fort Worth. Hey, fuck it. Add BYU to the mix. I know they weren't in the AAC. Big day for those.
TCU, they're on the bubble now.
TCU going to make the tournament.
You couldn't. My whole argument was they don't lose these games. They beat the teams you're supposed to. This is a bad loss.
Do you remember? Like a month ago, I think it was you or Beanick said, we got to get our Final Four future for TCU. And I go, dude, I got burnt on that last year. I did not say that.
That was Kramer.
No?
Kramer loves TCU. And I'm like, I don't know about Final Four.
I took that Final Four fucking future last year. I ate shit. Yeah. Eddie Lampkin quits the fucking team. You know what I mean? Like it was just injuries started stockpiling.
Fucking Jamie Dixon. You can't ever trust a fucking Pitt guy. Fucking that's all they had to do was win that game and their tickets punched. Now they're gonna have to sweat and they're gonna have to win a game in Kansas City because they fucked this opportunity up. And they play Oklahoma. They got to beat. If they lose to Oklahoma on Wednesday, now all of a sudden we're only going to get 8 teams in because fucking TCU had to fuck around.
Shout out to Greg in the chat. Damn, do we have 9? Well, I mean, I guess I don't know what games you're on all of them, but 6-3 against me. He must have been on Houston and some of those other ones I said.
Yeah,
but yeah, don't worry, I'll get you, man. Sorry, been a little busy. I'll get you. No, I'm saying I'll send you. You'll get an email from the SGPN team. Don't worry, buddy. Alabama A&M, of course they beat Southern. These stinky ass lines, they all hit. Boston College did cover against Louisville. Didn't watch a second of it.
Why would you? Another ACC darling right there. That matchup.
That's another thing that's hurting the ACC. Louisville has got to get back to being Louisville.
And Notre Dame.
Louisville has the fans. They have the infrastructure. They have the money. Louisville should be top 15 every year. That's what I mean though about like right now panicking, everyone panicking, even Florida State. What the fuck are you doing? I know like right now times are down in the ACC, but you don't have to look that far. Like shit changes in the sport. And you have some pieces there. Like I understand sharing money with Boston College or something. You probably don't deserve that, or Wake, but I still think Louisville with Brom, Louisville football and basketball should be legit every year. And I know Kentucky fans are in here saying you disgusting fuck Dundee. Both those teams should be great every year because there's no pro team, and both teams care passionately about their sports.
Yeah.
But even fucking baseball, you know what I mean? Like they care. They just got to figure that out. That's really crippling the fucking ACC a lot. You know, teams like that.
I laid it out the other night. Why their league has been fucked in previous years is their bottom of the league has killed them. And then teams in the middle like Wake, Pitt, Virginia Tech, they lose games late in the year to them, and then they bitch, and then they bitch that they didn't get in. It's like, no, you need to beat Notre Dame, you need to beat fucking Virginia Tech, you need to beat Georgia Tech at home. Like, come on.
See, but to me, Virginia Tech also has the infrastructure, and like they just need the right guy to ignite it. Now. Wake Forest, in my opinion, should be looking at Baylor and saying, why can't we be them? I remember when Dave Odom had that shit going, even in the fucking 80s when they had Muggsy Bogues and shit, right? Wake Forest should be an NCAA tournament team every year. Yeah. And now I know they're a smaller university. There's shit going against them, but Baylor's a smaller private school, just like Wake.
State?
Yeah, well, NC State
should be in.
NC State should be like a fucking. NC State is. That's what I'm saying. These conferences they got to figure. If I'm the school or the conference commissioner, I would have meetings saying, what do we got to do? Like Pitt, NC State, Louisville, even Syracuse. You guys you guys should be way the fuck better.
Yes.
And I would even say some of the, because you're competing against. I'm using this conversation against the Big Ten and SEC. I would say the Big 12. What the fuck you doing? Arizona State. Arizona State has the potential to be a fucking juggernaut.
Oklahoma State.
Yes. Be better. All those teams. Colorado, get your shit together. Now that maybe Dion did, Colorado should be better in general. You're a state fucking school and your basketball team's never been to fucking the round of 32 since they've gone to 64 teams. What in the fuck? Or no, they did once. I think once, twice. Chauncey Billups era might have. But my point is they haven't put it together. Doesn't take that much when you are a state fucking school. You know what I mean? You should be able to do that. We both bet. Speaking of Baylor, we both bet Baylor, and that sucked because Texas Tech won by 10. Great win for Texas Tech.
How about Grant McCastle getting the 4 seed? And you look at it, it was his first year. I mean, what he did, taking over this job. In the way that Mark Adams left it, unbelievable. Honestly, he should. Well, I guess Kelvin Sampson should be, but runner-up coach of the year. I'll give this a made-up award out. Grant McCasland should be to go 11-7 in the Big 12 after taking over that dumpster fire. And I don't think they're super talented either. They just grind games out like he did at North Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Shout out. Daniel says Arizona it's not the coaching. They don't care. The athletic department doesn't care. Well, they're going to need to care.
They better care. They're going to
because look what's happening to Washington State and Oregon State. They're going to need to care at some point. They're going to be unemployed.
Shit, I thought UCF in basketball didn't care until they got into the Big 12, and then I saw the crowds this year. Arizona State better match the same energy that UCF at least has.
Yeah. Daniel, you're saying, Colby, you and the rest of the country know nothing about Arizona State sports. I know that I think you went to ASU or whatever. I am saying it strictly as a guy that's been on campus. I'm not talking about the dollar bills coming through there. I'm talking about, I have been to a lot of college campuses. When I go to Arizona State, it sells way better than a lot of other colleges. That's my point. And to me, that's always an easy way. Why do you think Howard Schnellenberger got Miami going? It had nothing to do with they're just they were ready to be good at football. No, they were in fucking Miami. That mattered, right? That matters. Shit matters with where they're located. So like to me, Arizona is a state that's growing, first off, and it's been growing for fucking like 30 years. But also the campus, you don't get that campus.
Beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get that at a lot of places. You have an advantage there.
I think they're going to start caring more with the change in leadership too. Well, they need to care. They're in the Big 12 now. Like you guys need to survive in advance, or otherwise you'll end up in the fucking Mountain West.
Yeah. It's that's the only good thing that can come from all this. When I look at all this shit is they've been just cashing tickets left and right on money, not giving a fuck. And it was funny watching Stanford and Cal. I read this article about Cal putting a bunch of money into their athletic department. And it took them being out in the wild pleading with the fucking ACC to get in there to say, hey, maybe we should try. Now we'll still see. I still believe like they'll have some problems within the university, some power struggles. Yeah. But at least they're building a brand new facility and shit. To me, like at least you're starting to care because you've been cashing that fucking ticket and not giving a fuck for a long time. So, Texas Southern beat the shit out of Prairie View. Princeton beat the shit out of Penn. I definitely thought Penn was going to be the right side of that. UC Davis took care of Long Beach State. got that one wrong. But Wake Forest -3.5.
They tried to fuck this up, man.
That was a hot play by me. I went pretty heavy on the Deeks. They did try to fuck this up, but they needed this. They're still not going to make the NCAA tournament, I don't think. Who do they get? Do we know that yet?
Pitt got a double bye. Somehow Pitt ended up with a double bye with their win. Pulling up the ACC.
Does that work against you where you actually want the bye week? Like on a bubble team, do you want that one win against a shitty team to help?
Well, I don't think it moves the needle. Just talking resumes. Where we at? So Pitt's the 4th seed, Virginia the 3 seed, Duke the 2, North Carolina the 1. Wake Forest will play the winner of. Why is fucking ACC's fucking goddamn bracket so messed up? Because they have 15 goddamn teams. Stupid ass league. They play the winner of NC State and Louisville.
They're gonna win. I mean, I don't know. I guess NC State could beat you, but
that doesn't move the needle. They're gonna have. So they're gonna play Pitt. Oh. So they're going to play Pitt in the 4-5 game if they win. Actually, we shouldn't pencil them in. Remember,
but the NC State beat them.
Well, and this is the same team that lost to fucking Boston College in the playing game last year.
Yeah. Nice win by Wake though. Nice play. Chattanooga fucked up Wofford.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't bet that. And we did bet this and ate shit. Northeastern got drilled. So all of a sudden, Stony Brook's a real threat, huh? What the fuck was this?
I'm so glad
we talked a lot of shit. I think it was Tabinic. Shout out to Marcus former Montana Grizz football player. Love the Grizz. Gives us $2. Appreciate you, Marcus. And then I did play this as well on the money line. Texas State lock battle win for Dundee. Takes down Troy. Wait, did you bounce? Well, you were going to take Troy, and then did you end up on Texas State?
I benedicted, and I came on your side. Yeah.
There we go. Sorry. My apologies.
I thought about it. You swayed me on it. Texas State's rolling, baby.
Dude, they are rolling. Give them that Sunbelt Championship now. All right.
They always going to run this tournament.
Bradley Drake was a great fucking watch. Drake wins. I didn't bet this game, and I feel sorry for Bradley because this was a neck and neck game, but hey, this is March. Your thoughts on this one?
It is March. Yeah, it was heck of a game, like you said. Back and forth, and I'm looking forward to the final tomorrow. I thought, man, Bradley was up 10 early, and I had Bradley, but
they don't have the offensive options, man.
Yeah, they
would
can't
go,
beat Drake.
Yeah.
They can't get over the hump and beat Drake. Drake has their number.
Yeah. We both took the North Carolina Tar Heels money line as well. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Man, the dogs were hitting for us today. I don't think they ever trailed. Am I crazy? Did they ever trail?
No. They're better. Honestly, they're better than Duke. Duke is soft. Duke is soft.
Let's talk about that piece of shit. Yeah. Kyle Filipowski. I feel like we should tweet out we need change, and on top of subtweet that video and said we need change. What a fucking jackass, man. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He's already moving up the ranks on my most hated Duke players, which is saying something. Dude, where are the people? I mean, that only solidifies how ridiculous that court storm shit was. We were on the right side of history there. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know this offseason, they're probably going to have seminars. Conference commissioners are going to say, we got to stop court storming. But Clark, no, that I did not hear him after the game. What did he say? I don't have Noah here to find it either. But yeah, what a fucking piece of shit. And look, here's my thing. I don't mind if a player is dirty, like Pistons, bad boy teams. I loved watching them. Everyone was dirty as fuck on those teams, but they would not be the type of person Bill Laimbeer would not bitch about a court storm. You know what I mean? He'd bitch about a lot of other things, but he would not bitch about a court storm. You know what I mean? So like that makes it even worse to me. Is it's like, oh, you're gonna be this dirty, and then bitch about some bullshit that when you're the one that tripped the fucking fan. This is what drives me crazy about it. Is it's like if this dude had if he was just had a pair, he would just just be like, hey, yeah, I got no problem. We lost the fan storm, but instead he's gonna bitch and say, tweet out, we need change, like a goddamn, like we were talking about Trayvon Martin or some shit. You know what I mean? Like real shit that's a real issue. This guy said, we need change. I fell on the hard wood today, and my team carried me off like I was in fucking Vietnam. Shut the fuck up, man. I can't stand this guy.
Surprised his ankle didn't get hurt on the trip.
I'm glad he lost. He's slowly making me really hate this fucking. We always hate Duke, but I'm saying
they're not going to win with that guy. That guy's he's got a lot of Dickinson in him. Just total soft front runner. Duke's not winning anything this year. They're not tough enough. They have good guards, but they're fucking front court softs, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, they're too young. They're trying to do the Calipari shit. NC Nick tweeted this out even as a Duke fan today. When's he going to hit the portal? Like, dude, that's what's hilarious to watch over the past 10 years is that development, or past 7-8 years is, teams that go out and utilize the portal. Look at Tennessee with Dalton Connect. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of examples for this. I mean, the Tristan Newton at ECU last year, or at UConn last year. There's a lot of good examples, and Duke seems pretty light on the portal. They don't bring in a lot of guys. Shit, North Carolina this year's a good example. North Carolina brought in key guys from the portal, and they let one go that lights it up at Arizona, just because the team aspect, and apparently, a little drama. Both parties were better for it. I mean, you look at it too. I mean, bringing in Cormac Ryan, he's been great. He fucking killed Duke tonight. He lit their ass up. How many threes did he make tonight?
Oh, I mean, he scored like 30.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah. Dude, did you catch the end of the Georgia-Auburn game?
Yeah, we fucking.
Oh my God. You want to talk about a bad beat?
Fucking missed like 3 layups.
And then of course Georgia nails that 3.
I knew
Auburn minus 15 does not cash for us. And then the worst play of the night for us, or for me. Yeah, for us actually, because Fresno State. Okay, just get it over. Don't even show up to the gym.
Yeah, that's
86-47 at the Save Mart Center. What? This is the most ridiculous outcome of the whole night. What?
Couldn't believe it.
Good thing we loaded up on Cal Poly, because they got up for their coach, who's on the way out. Only lost by 5 against UC San Diego. And then I don't know if you bet this, but Oregon beats Utah 66-65. What was that line? It was like Oregon minus 3, was it?
Yeah. So Utah covered.
Did you bet this? I didn't bet this.
Yeah, I did. I got it 4.5. It went up. But Utah missed opportunity again.
So Circle of Trust. I decided to bet on Oral Roberts plus 8.5 today. No one knew about that.
I did too.
And I ate shit. They lost by 16 to South Dakota State. The fuck's going on here?
They had their opportunities. They fucking choked.
Southern Utah 68, UNT Rio Grande 59. Didn't touch that game. Sac State, your boys.
Get it done.
Sticking it to Noah Phoenix Vandals 72-64. They survive and advance. And then we had a little fake lock battle here. Of course, I know you hate this institution, but there's only one NC State. Pitt covers the 7.5, wins by 8 against NC State.
I hate NC State.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you.
They went down 20, then they come all the way back, cut it to 3, miss a 3, and I'm like, fucking bitches. Just get blown out. Don't get my hopes up. You little fucking bitches. I hate this team too, man. They're gonna lose in the ACC tourney though. They're gonna get upset. Everybody.
Where are they at right now? Are they still being mentioned, or is that? Or they still have a lot of work to do? I haven't even kept up.
If they beat Wake and if they beat they're gonna have to beat Carolina. If they beat as much as I hate them, if they beat North Carolina next week, they should get in the tourney, in my opinion, actually.
Yeah.
I can be fair and call a spade a spade. Now, they're not fucking getting there, and they're not beating North Carolina. So that's the other side of it.
Yeah. I took Providence plus 9.5, and I also sprinkled a little bit on the money line. Ate a big old bag of shit here. God damn, they're good.
Nothing lead that we had.
Oh, just feeling great. Feeling great.
Oh my God. They went up 10-0. They go, oh, I knew Providence would show up for this game, and they didn't score the rest of the night.
Shout out to Jeff Sharp. Jeff, what were you on UConn? Is that what you're referring to? As my dog makes weird sounds.
Fuck UConn. I hate them.
They dominated, man. They fucking dominated.
Providence
Double lock.
Is not getting in either.
Double lock on. I don't think they will either. But dude, this was an easy play. The Wahoos get it done against Georgia Tech. I feel like I did pretty good in the ACC today. Hit Wake, hit Pitt, hit Carolina, hit Virginia. The fuck? Should be an ACC specialist here.
Take a nap watching that league.
We also ate shit on Cal Baptist, who just no-showed and lost by 21. See, this is why I would argue that the Fresno is way worse, because Fresno lost by 40.
Fresno's a clown show, man.
Yeah, Cal Baptist just no-showed against Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon didn't have anything to play for. Glad I didn't bet Rice, because Rice got smacked by North Texas, even though they led at the half. But then finally, you got to know who Little Cock really is. Join this one late. Morehead State gets it done against Little Cock. They're dancing. We have futures on Morehead State, so we're one conference in. We both took futures on Morehead State.
Yep.
1 for 1. Now
I
good
had
luck.
cheer. I went Little Cock in the points.
Oh, in this game you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it'd
for
be
the future also. We had Morehead State. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I thought it'd be a one possession game like the OVC always is.
Yeah. Yeah. Nathan Cerna might have a point here.
Morehead over Little Cock.
Seton Hall DePaul. I did not watch a second of this fucking game.
And nobody in the chat did either. Don't let them
Seton Hall cover? Did they cover?
What was the final score? I don't even know.
86-62. What was that line? It was like 23, wasn't it? It was right around there.
25.5.
Oh, so they didn't cover. RuPaul got the cover.
I knew RuPaul would cover. Good job, RuPaul.
We both loaded up on New Mexico. They covered.
Did you see how this game ended?
I did.
We should, dude. How did they just ignore that didn't hit the rim? They go play on, storm the court, and then they storm the court.
You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah. Honestly, we got lucky here in terms of how that ended, because they were going to foul.
100%. Yeah,
100%. I was going to be sick to my stomach. But hey, man, we got to shout out Danny Sprinkle.
Yeah. Unbelievable first year in Logan.
They stormed the court. They won the league.
Yes. Shout out to the good people of Logan that stormed the court, doing what you should do in college basketball. Storm the fucking court, people. And Jamal Mashburn being a late scratch because of a stomach illness. That was a dagger. It was a little bit of a dagger. But
it just hit me. You know what we're gonna get?
What's that?
In Dayton, New Mexico versus St. John's playing game.
Oh, that would sell. Patino against Patino.
We are going to get that, because that will sell, and they're both on the bubble. St. John's, New Mexico playing game.
The Patino
Bowl.
Yeah. Sign me up for it. I'd be all about it. We also took Missouri. They covered, didn't win. They went winless, but they covered in Baton Rouge. Double lock, triple lock. I think Vina came with us too.
Yeah.
We said this is one of our favorite plays of the day. A little dicier than our favorite play though. Furman gets it done. 79-76 in overtime. Woo!
Culture.
This game was awesome. I love the SoCon. I fucking love the SoCon. Man, this was a roller coaster, man. The final couple minutes of this game was a fucking roller coaster.
The game was on crack.
Yeah.
That was the way to describe it.
Yeah, we came out on top. JMU put it on Marshall. Glad I didn't bet this. You bet this, didn't you?
I did. I ate shit. Shout out to JMU. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on these guys, and they showed up tonight.
Yeah, Delaware beat the piss out of Hampton. Red Hot Hampton no longer 30-point win for the Blue Hens. BYU, I think they covered. Or was that a push? They covered by half a point. I think, right? Okay.
Fucking Oklahoma State missed 2 free throws at the end.
God. Nice win for the Cougs.
And then no business. 5 seed next week.
How about what Northwestern did to Minnesota?
Oh, I bet Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota. Why would I give into that?
Irvine survives Cal State Fullerton's 9.5 in rivalry game. I picked Fullerton. I almost bet Fullerton. I did bet this next one. I took the Kangaroos of UMKC, and hey, they were up 15 fucking points in this game, right? Nothing like being up 15 points and lose by 1. What? Noah Phoenix, Denver Pioneers, they got a heart of gold because let me tell you, they battled back and stole this game from UMKC. Hilarious Summit League action.
Phoenix.
My future's cooked on UMKC and the actual bet was cooked. Ridiculous game. I hate the Summit League. Why? Don't take futures in the fucking Summit League. This game was insane. I felt so great for a long time. Unbelievable fucking game. Your thoughts?
Shout out to Noah Phoenix. Got the win. Denver Pioneers are moving on, baby.
We should have bet Riverside too, as they put it on Santa Barbara. We didn't. But then, those dogs that we talk about, USC plus the points. Oh yeah, decided about the money line too. USC points, money line. Fuck you. 78-65.
You cooked the ball.
Trojan man. We might want to sprinkle a future on USC in the Pac-12 tournament.
Now here's the only thing: how popular are they going to be for that angle?
That's true.
Week? Everybody,
how many in a row?
Mother and sisters gonna be saying USC. It's gonna be somebody else. It's gonna be like a Utah or some bullshit.
Idaho State covered for us against Northern Arizona. We didn't bet it.
Yeah.
Circle of Trust. We didn't have a line on this last night. I recklessly threw money on Steve Lavin in San Diego. I ate a big old bag of shit as they got worked by Santa Clara. Did you go on it too?
I did. I ate shit.
Yeah. UCLA holds Arizona State to 47 points. Gets it done.
They were down 10 with 10 minutes, and they win by 10. Arizona.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, let's talk about this. Jose Perez quit the team.
What?
Yeah. There's conflicting reporting going. There's conflicting reporting out there saying that he's pursuing a professional career. Then my guy Ethan Bach says that he's dealing with their personal matter. I don't care what he's fucking dealing with. How the fuck are you not at the game?
Pursuing a professional career in where?
Basketball.
Fucking Zimbabwe? Where the fuck are you playing? Yeah.
How many teams has this motherfucker been on now? I mean, goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most predictable thing that he would not finish the season at Arizona State.
That's ridiculous. Hard ticket to Hawaii, huh?
They fucked him up finally. Let's go Hawaii.
17-point win for the Rainbow Warriors against Bakersfield. Whoa.
Big whatever. What NBA? Are we talking about the same National Basketball Association? Perez is not playing in no NBA.
No.
Good God.
San Francisco put it on Portland. Didn't touch that game, but let's get the game balls. Top game ball. Where are you going?
Oh shit. Top game. Houston. Houston gets the game ball. They beat Kansas by 30. I know Kansas rested their starters in the second half, but that doesn't matter. They kicked their ass from the tip. Kelvin Sampson, cheers to you. Winner of the best league in America, year number 1. Game ball for me.
I like it. Game ball for me, number 1. Man, this is a hard fucking exercise to do, and there's 10 million fucking games.
I hate this part.
Longwood. You went to their home campus,
Yep.
which is a huge edge, and you got it done. Give me the Lancers top game ball. Where are you going with your second game ball?
And see, Nick's not going to like this one. North Kakalaka, baby. They complete the season sweep. They spoil the party. Coach K was in the building too, and they put it on him against Flopkowski. Carolina wins it outright. And I got to look back in the preseason. I thought I said I like Carolina on the bounce back to beat Duke because everybody was hyping Duke up. Carolina, they bought into their roles. Hubert Davis,
great job in the portal.
Great job.
Job in the portal.
Less is more. Less is more. They didn't get the sexy names. Carolina wins the ACC outright over the Dukies in Durham. That was great win.
Second game ball, I like that one. Texas Tech beating Baylor at home. Impressive. And to beat them the way you beat them, I ate shit on this one. Nice win. Third and final game ball. Where are you going?
Jerome Tang. I don't think they're going to get in the dance, but I think this win at least gets them back in the conversation if they get a couple in Kansas City.
Fair.
I mean, it's a top 10 win. I've seen them.
It's got to mean something.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough deciding which one.
Go Utah State. I forgot that.
That's what I was thinking. It was either them or Furman to me. But Utah State, they lose every player off the roster from last year. They go get Danny Sprinkle. I mean, if I'm Utah State, you better lock up a long-term deal because he might be the next head coach of Washington or something like that. You know what I mean? You got to watch out. Unbelievable first year for Utah State and Danny Sprinkle. All right, let's get to tomorrow's action, folks. But before we do that, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Manscaped. We top of the morning to you. This episode is brought to you by St. Patrick's Day's Shamrock Shavers, Manscaped. This year, don't just chase rainbows. Make your own pot of gold and groom your little leprechaun with the leaders in below the kilt care. Say goodbye to the clover forest with Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 and let your confidence shine bright. Embrace the luck of the Irish and join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 20% off plus free shipping. And I've told you this for the past few weeks. Ever since I used Manscaped, I can proudly say I found my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So meet your new lucky charm for St. Patrick's Day, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, which has 2 different interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads. One for the old-school classic trim and a new foil blade that will go wherever your heart desires. Yes, you don't need to tell me. All right. This thing's got dual LED lights. You can navigate your shamrock patch in peace. And don't worry if you're thinking, oh, it's going to make a mess. Fear not. This thing is waterproof. You could be in the middle of the goddamn ocean using this thing or underneath a waterfall, wherever. And it's just going to be working smooth. All right. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code SGPN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping with the promo code SGPN at manscaped.com. This St. Patrick's Day, make your little hairy leprechaun luckier than ever with Manscaped. We're also brought to you by Champs. Champs is hosting a free March Madness bracket contest for a chance to win $1,000. Plus, if you host your own March Madness pool on Champs, you'll get an extra free entry into that $1,000 bracket contest. Tiebreakers are determined by who enters first. So make sure you register now so don't miss out. Head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/champs. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we're back and ready to go. Nebraska is catching 5.5, laying 5.5 in Ann Arbor. Where the fuck is Beanick when you need him?
And we should give out a lock here, baby.
Oh man, this stinks though, right?
Michigan
we taking
win.
Michigan? Yeah.
Michigan's gonna win. They've had a week off. They just got drilled by Ohio State.
I'm buying into the stink.
Yeah,
You're right.
Michigan,
I mean, look at
outright.
the stink from yesterday. What was it? Southern Alabama A&M or whatever. There was 2 SWAC games where the shit stunk. The South Florida game stunk. Now
Nebraska
the only
sucks
one
on the road too.
The only one that didn't that stunk that didn't work out was ECU. I mean, I guess maybe a little bit of Mississippi
True.
State too.
The last time I locked Michigan was when they were playing Wisconsin at home. So I'm going back to Michigan.
I'll
here.
join you.
Lock it
I'll
up.
join you. Let's
Outright,
go.
Michigan.
Michigan plus 5.5. Sprinkle that money line.
Let's go.
Monmouth is taking on Charleston. Do we have a line on that? I don't think we have a line on this
8.5.
shit yet. Ooh. I'll take Monmouth plus 8.5. I think Monmouth can give him a game. Give me the 8.5. What are you doing here?
I'm a little surprised that this line is as big as it is. I'm on Charleston. I don't know. I thought this line would be smaller. I'm not gonna lie.
Longwood is in High Point, North Carolina, taking on UNC Asheville. I think Longwood's going dancing. I think Asheville, everyone's going to think Asheville and Pember with his triple doubles. I think Longwood is going dancing, and I'm here for all of it. Give me the Lancers to get it done. You could talk me into a lock here.
I will join you. Longwood is going to win tomorrow over Asheville. Asheville will be the popular pick because they got Pember. They won it last year. Longwood's got it going in the second half of the year. They got good guards. I mean, Napper's a motherfucker. Give me Longwood to win the Big South tomorrow at High Point.
Double lock. Let's go with these Lancers. Shout out to Jared Green who gave us $10. We're back. Don't fade IU on me again. Woody pissed after McNeely. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Wisconsin's getting 9.5 at Purdue. Yeah.
This is a trap.
Fucking hate taking Wisconsin.
Dude, we should lock Wisconsin.
Oh, dude, I must be over. I would love to know my percentage in the last month betting on Wisconsin.
This is remember when Purdue was laying 9.5 against Sparty last week? This is the same game. Wisconsin's gonna hang in there, man. You got senior day. It's gonna be emotional. Edey, and they've already clinched. Wisconsin's gonna hang in this thing.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go, Badgers.
All right.
Come on. You can blame me tomorrow.
Badgers plus 9.5. Yeah.
Sprinkle
But
some
I
on the
will be
money
blaming
line.
you, but I ain't gonna bring that money
don't
back.
do money line. Don't do money line, but they'll lose.
No,
by
I'm saying it
5.
just won't bring the money back if we lose. But Ohio State is laying 1.5 in Piscataway. This one's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Give me Rutgers to win this. No bet.
I was thinking about this too. Like Ohio State's at the top of everything right now. And the only thing that I do like about Ohio State is that Diebler is playing for a contract. But man, this is Rutgers off back-to-back road losses coming back home. I kind of like Rutgers here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Rutgers. No bet. Bucknell's getting 10.5 at Colgate. System play. Enhance. System play. Enhance. System play.
10.5. Let's go.
Got to do it. Laying the 10.5 with the Raiders. Let's go. Double lock. Austin Peay is taking on Stetson. Stetson's laying 3.5. See, I'm a little torn because I have a future on Austin Peay. So, FYI, I'm gonna take Austin Peay and double down because I'm not hedging. Let's go. Give me the Governors plus 3.5. Lock it up. Mac.
The Govs outright. They played what in January? It was a 1-point game at Stetson. They've already played there. This time they're not going to lose by 1. They're going to win by 1. Austin Peay. The Governors are going dancing. Let's go. Give me the Govs.
Let's go. Let's go.
They win the A-Sun.
Do we have a line on Drake, Indiana State?
1.
Shout
For
out to
all
Tomorrow.
the marbles.
Saying another shot. It's peer pressure. He's giving us $20. So yeah, I'll do it.
Do we go with the defending champion or Larry Bird? And honestly, everybody, I'm telling you right now, if you like Indiana State, take them on the money line. Don't take the 1.5 or whatever it is, because this could be a 1-point game.
I mean, I'm going to take Indiana State.
Yeah.
It's no lock, though. I'm not betting this.
You know you're going to bet it, though.
Maybe.
Give me Indiana State. I locked it at 1. Now that it's at 2.5, just take the money line. This could be a 1-possession game. Indiana State will find a way. Feel good story to get it done over Drake and dethrone the defending champions. Let's go.
Can't wait to watch this game. This game's going to be
It's
fantastic.
a quick turn for Drake too.
Yeah.
They just played the later game. Now it's an early tip. Indiana State, the 1 seed, gets it done. Indiana State, lock it up.
Rob's probably right. I got to bet this game.
It's a best
Give me
game
the
on the board.
Sycamores. Give me the Sycamores to get it done.
Take the money line. Take the money line.
Let's go. Towson. Let's take it on UNC Wilmington. Do we have a line on this? I don't see it. I don't see it out there. Maybe I'm stupid.
Sorry, not Bill and Mary. Wilmington's laying 3.5.
I will lay it.
I will too. That's a French lock.
We should bet this.
Yeah, all right, let's go. It's
Hey, especially I see a flat 3. There's a flat 3 there.
Bet them all. You can't be a coward your whole life.
Let's go. Shout out to Cody Frazier starting the donation tonight for Noah's Girls in Vegas fun. Also, where will you be in Vegas on Wednesday? I'd love to catch up for a couple drinks. Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know where we'll be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be at the Palazzo is where I'm staying, but I'm bouncing all around. I'll be at Circus some. We're doing some shows there. Also, the Win. I think those two have been officially locked in, so I will be bouncing around. Just hit us up, buy you a beer. SMU is getting 1.5 at UAB. I'm on UAB, but for some reason I just think this stinks a little bit.
I'm not touching this with the.
Yeah.
No way I'm touching this. Give me SMU. They've lost or I guess they beat ECU, but I have no feel in this fucking game.
Should have lost ECU. The Juice is at Westgate. Yes, we're watching the games at the Westgate Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
we're not staying there. So Thursday and Friday we'll be at the Westgate.
Rob, we're both on Wilmington.
Yeah, I that's a double lock on Wilmington.
Yeah.
Temple's playing tomorrow. What could go right?
What should we do here? We should bet this game.
You see the athletic report that there's like 4 or 5 games they
flag.
They flag now. Might have a little shoeless Joe Jackson situation going on with the Owls. I mean, I'll take UTSA minus 3.5. I don't know what to do in this game.
You can't.
Are they going to have guys suspended?
I kind of feel like UTSA's the side, man.
You understand, but I would expect if they knew suspicious activity was happening, are we going to have guys announce that they can't play right before the tip?
Probably.
I would imagine so, right? I would think so, right?
Give me UTSA. I'm
Let's
not
lock
trying.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not trusting
look.
fucking Temple.
Take these Roadrunners. They've been hot lately. Let's go. Lehigh is laying 1.5 against Boston. Lock. Lehigh minus 1.5. Let's go. Furman and Samford doing battle in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh,
Jesus, I should be there for this one. What is the line? Do we have a line on this? Is this out yet? I don't see it. Chat, you got me on this?
Furman. Sorry, Samford's laying 2.
I'm going to take Furman, but no lock. This is an awesome game, though. This is right to me. This is right there with the Drake Indiana State game. This game is fantastic. I'm taking Furman though. What are you doing here?
Looking back, Samford season, and
They swept Furman, didn't they? Didn't they sweep Furman?
I thought they split. They split. It was
okay.
It was a 2-point game. I'm locking Furman. I think they're better than Samford. I love Samford, the story Buckyball, but
I'll join you. I have a future
I
on
think
Furman.
it's a bad
What the
matchup
fuck?
against
What the
Furman.
fuck? Let's go.
They got skilled guys that make shots.
Paladins to get it done.
That guy's a motherfucker. He fucking ain't losing this time of year.
Michigan State's laying 3.5 at Indiana. Shout out to Jared. It's his birthday on Wednesday the 20th. Happy early birthday, man. Remind me of this as we get closer. Indiana's going to beat them, right?
Wrong team favored. Wrong team's favored. Izzo's fucking crying. They just got their fight.
Hot right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sparty just got their win to get them in the dance. They punch or take it. Izzo and his kid are crying at center court, kissing the court. Let's go, Mike Woodson. Everybody's shitting on him again. They lost.
I'm not betting this one. No bet.
I am. Give me Indiana outright.
Yeah,
Indiana. They find a way to go 10-10. That's what Indiana is right now. A 10-10 Big Ten program. Hoosiers.
I'm not touching it, but New Orleans. I'll play your music. There you go. Moneyline Mag locking up the Hoosiers. New Orleans is catching 6.5 at Sela. I'll take Sela. No bet. I've been getting fucked by Sela lately. Yeah, Arkansas State is taking on Appalachian State in Pensacola. This line, I'm surprised it's only 5.5 because they played about 10 days ago.
Yeah,
and App State won by 23. You know what though? I'm locking App State. I don't believe in this Arkansas State bullshit. App State had their scare today. Tomorrow they're going to drill Arkansas State. Let's go. Shout out to Cody Frazier. There
battle.
You go.
Battle.
Oh,
give me the
let's
Red
go.
Bull. Give me the Red Bull.
This is our second battle on this game. We battled in Boone.
You got your regular season title. The fucking Red Bulls are going to roll.
They ain't cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
I told you the name Red Wolf. I'm a suspect on from the fucking start. That's a made up fucking animal. That's a made up fucking creature. All right. We got a battle. Dundee with the Mountaineers. Max said, "Come howl with the Wolves, the fictional Wolves." Stony Brook's taking on Drexel. Do we have a line on this?
Drexel is laying 5.5.
I will take Drexel minus 5.5. I might bet this. Check the picks page.
I thought the line would be bigger. Give me Stony Brook. I hate this fucking team. I fucking hate these pussies.
East Tennessee State, Chattanooga. Oh shit!
Here we go.
This was a banger.
Yeah.
Wait, was this 2 years ago? This was when Lamont Paris was there.
Yeah, I was
this game 2 years ago.
Which year? It's always a banger.
Oh my god! Like one of the best basketball games you could ever fucking see. East Tennessee State, Chattanooga. What is this line? I can't wait to watch this game. I can't fucking wait to watch this game.
Chattanooga's laying 5.5. Nope. Sorry, 6.
Sorry, Buccaneers. This is what I love about this too. It's also that in-state battle shit that I love.
Yep.
That these TV execs don't know why we watch. You know, we seek this out. It's recruiting territory. This is battling. This is nice fuck yous across town. I love it. Give me ETSU plus the points, man. I actually think it's not a bad play to play it on the money line because Chattanooga just beat them by 13 on Valentine's Day.
Yep. They beat them twice. They swept the regular season, but since then, East Tennessee State's been a different team, man. Year one under Brooks Savage, former Steve Forbes assistant at ETSU. Let's go. ETSU, lock it up. Sprinkle some on the money line.
With you. I'm with you. Let's
final.
go.
They're going to get to the final. Furman, ETSU, SoCon final.
Let's go. Illinois is catching 1.5 in Iowa City. Give me Iowa to win this game. No bet.
You're going to bet this. Iowa should have won in Champaign a couple weeks ago. Iowa's on the bubble. Senior night.
That was the worst beat maybe of the whole season.
Yes.
A 2-point game with 1:10 left. They lose by 10. You're getting 9.5.
And
fucking hilarious.
Illinois off the Dream Crusher loss to fucking Purdue.
Yeah.
Let's go. Iowa, money line.
I might join you.
Come on, let's go.
All right. You know, I love me some Iowa basketball. Staples is real sharp. Backdoor cut when you're not looking. Let's go.
Sunday night, Iowa City.
Got to deal with that. Terrence Shannon. Watch out, backdoor cut. You're not paying attention. North Dakota State is getting 5.5 against St. Thomas. Dude, so I have this all mapped out. St. Thomas is going to beat South Dakota State. St. Thomas is going to go to the championship game. Maybe even win the whole fucking thing. Took a future on them. You know the one game that terrifies me more than South Dakota State? This one. This is the one.
We should lock North Dakota State, man.
North Dakota State won by 14 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And they're going to have the crowd. They're going to have the crowd at Sioux Falls.
Why, Tommies? I want the Tommies to play South Dakota State.
Yeah. I'm on the Bison.
Now, this is one of the situations with the backdoor cuts is too much. This is where you fake the backdoor cut. You go front door, get that ball, shoot that fucking ball. Trust me, you'll be wide open. These kids in the Summit League, when they're wide open, they don't miss. All right. Give me the points. I'm not betting this fucking game though. I want my heart's with St. Thomas. I don't want to go against my heart. Are you locking this?
Yeah. I think North Dakota State's going to win, unfortunately.
Vanilla Max locking up the Bison. It's a little Kansas City shuffle. Yeah, that's all they do in the Summit League. Kansas City shuffle. Denver did the Kansas City shuffle on Kansas City today, and I paid the ultimate price. Next up, Maryland. It's going to Penn State. Of course, Penn State's laying 1.5.
We'll end up betting this. I lean to Penn State. Probably will bet it. That line's telling you everything.
I just feel like Maryland's due one of these games, right? But I'll take Penn State too.
I think they're fucking checked the fuck out.
Sac State, E-Dub, Eastern Washington. What do we have a line on this?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Give me like 12. I'm taking Sac State. Give me 12.
Let's see.
10.5 says the chat. Fuck, man. I'll take the points, but I'm not betting it.
I remember last year when I hit on like a plus 500 money line with Northern Arizona against E-Dub.
Neffy says, why are Max page already on the pick, or why are Max plays already on the picks page, but mine aren't? Because I haven't picked them. Hey, Neffy, it's fucking still the night before.
I'm ahead.
I have a 4-week-old baby. I haven't had a chance to do that shit yet.
I may bet Sac State here.
No bet for me. But I will bet this one because Commerce won in 3 overtimes against Northwestern State last time. Get this fucking bullshit out of here. I think Commerce sucks as a team. Northwestern State is getting 1.5 as a dog.
Revenge. Yeah.
Give me these demons to get it done.
Let's go.
I have exercised the demons. It's an Ace Ventura reference. Glad I said it when Phoenix not here. Let's go. Do we have a line on Texas State, James Madison? Because I cannot wait to talk so much shit to Patty C tomorrow. I cannot wait. What the fuck is this line? Lock.
11?
Sprinkle the money line. Sprinkle the fucking money line. Give me the 11.5. Patty C, JMU grad. I am going to talk so much shit to him tomorrow. I can't wait. What are you doing here?
Why is this line so big, though?
They don't know about Texas State. They're not sharp enough to know about Texas State. They think, oh, it's a poor little team in San Marcos. Barely got by. Who was it? Barely got by Southern Miss or Old Dominion. It was Old Dominion. They don't realize.
They beat them by, what, 17 on the road?
Yeah.
I'll join you, man. I think this line's too big. I think it's way too many points. Texas State, lock it up.
Double lock. Sprinkle that money line, folks. Maybe you should listen to Dundee. A lot of people talk shit. They didn't give you money line plays on USC, Vanderbilt, Kansas State, and Kentucky, did they? I did take Kansas and one other, Providence, but still hit most of those money lines. Delaware, Hofstra. Do we have a line on this one? This game's actually. Didn't Hofstra fuck them up recently? I feel like I watched this.
Hofstra's laying 4. Give me lay it.
I'll lay it too. Delaware won by 30. Just doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
Unless it's football. Omaha. Omaha is getting 2.5 against North Dakota. It's a tricky game for the Fighting Hawks. I'll take the Fighting Hawks. No luck here, man. No luck here. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on the Fighting Hawks. They gotta find a way to win this game.
Do we have a line on Idaho State, Northern Colorado, the final game? If you could give me that, folks, I'd appreciate it.
I don't have a line. Does anybody got
See,
a line?
because this is an interesting one. This is probably fresh, so they probably don't. So check the picks page. But with
Northern
Pocatello,
Colorado's laying 3.5.
I want to say Northern Colorado, but I do think there's something to getting them in Idaho.
Yeah,
I know Pocatello is a couple hours away, but still, like I would imagine some of the residents in Boise have to be Idaho State grads, right? How big is that school? I feel like it's got to be, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we lose an hour right now?
Yeah, I was like, what? When the fuck did it become 4 a.m.? Good God.
My computer hasn't adjusted yet.
It's because you're West Coast. It's fucking 4:14 Eastern.
Oh yeah, this whole math thing.
What the fuck?
Best play of the day.
I'll make another drink. Good question.
Best play of the day. Call me crazy, but I like the Wilmington angle after Towson beat him the last time. That's one that jumps to my actually Lehigh against Boston, right?
I love Lehigh.
I mean, I feel good about they're all kind of the same to me.
Dude, I love Iowa. I think Iowa's gonna win tomorrow night.
I mean, I took it. I'd rather, yeah.
I think that flips. I think Iowa will be favored.
I'll stick with my Wilmington one or Lehigh. Wilmington or Lehigh, I think, are the two I would go first. But yeah. Folks, this is our show. It's March. We rest in May. Let's go. Actually, we rest like whenever the Masters is.
Hello, friends.
Yeah. Give Noah Beanick a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Remind him what a piece of shit he is.
He's dead.
All right. And Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Folks, I see 792 people in this bitch right now. Can you please hit the like and the subscribe button? I don't think you realize how much that helps us. I mean, specifically the subscribe really helps us for ad sales. You know what I mean? You want to help us? Got some other company coming in trying to give us bucks. They look at that subscription status. So hop on over there. And yeah, check out the Big 12 experience. Check out the college baseball experience, the college football experience, the FCS college football experience, the Sports Gambling Podcast, the Bottom Line Bombs, all that good stuff affiliated with us. Until next time, folks, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog rewind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit the can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it.